Yo, Hillary Clinton just realized that Trumpito is about to smite that ass for the Russia collusion smear campaign thing that she signed off on. So first she started liking a lot of Trump's posts on Truth Social, but Trumpito literally gets millions of likes, so he didn't notice. So then I read that she hopped in Trump's DMs. I have the exact message that she texted him. She was like, "Hey Trumpito, it's me, Hill. I've been a bad girl. I want to show you how sorry I am. Bill's gone for the weekend." But Trumpito just left it unread. He left Hillary unread. So then she hopped to the news, straight to the news, and she tried to get his attention by saying, and I quote, "I will nominate Trumpito for the Nobel Peace Prize," which finally got Trumpito's attention. So you know what he did, YouTube? That's right. He slapped her dumb Democrat ass with an ethics complaint, which will most likely revoke her law license. My name is Marcus Russell. This is the Marcus Russell Show. Make sure you tap that like and subscribe button. Let's get right to the video.
This story out of Anchorage, Alaska, where we are expecting President Trump to meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin in just a short amount of time. This is a high-stakes meeting, and this is the first time in years. It's been 6 years since President Trump and President Putin last met in person. Now, we are getting in some social media reaction here that I did want to share with you. We are hearing right now from former U.S. Secretary of State and former Democratic presidential nominee Hillary Clinton. Here's what she has to say. This post she just put out a short time ago. She says, "If Donald Trump negotiates an end to Putin's war on Ukraine without Ukraine having to cede territory, I'll nominate him for a Nobel Peace Prize myself." She did accompany this with a video on her X platform. Let's play that out for you right now on Live Now from Fox.
If President Trump were the architect of that, I'd nominate him for a Nobel Peace Prize.
We are on the
Okay,
precipice
Hill.
of a meeting between President Trump and President Putin in Alaska. Drawing on your experience as Secretary of State, if you were en route to Alaska, what would you be looking to get? What does an acceptable deal look like?
He is not meeting with a friend. He is meeting with an adversary, and an adversary who wants to see the destruction of the United States and the Western alliance. But if he could bring about the end to this terrible war, where Putin is the aggressor, invading a neighbor country, trying to change the borders, if he could end it without putting Ukraine in a position where it had to concede its territory to the aggressor, had to, in a way, validate Putin's vision of greater Russia, but instead could really stand up to Putin to make it clear there must be a ceasefire, there will be no exchange of territory, and that over a period of time, Putin should be actually withdrawing from the territory he seized in order to demonstrate good faith efforts, let us say, not to threaten European security. If President Trump were the architect of that, I'd nominate him for a Nobel Peace Prize.
Yo, I'm into older women, but Trumpito likes younger women, so I don't know if getting in his DM and offering them cakes is gonna really work. Hillary did give the CIA and the FBI the green light on a plan that was created by one of her political advisors to smear her then political opponent while they were campaigning for the presidency, which at max is a federal crime, but at its least can make you lose your law license. Like I said, all this is happening after secret files were debunked, and that same day, 37 other current and former intelligence officers were stripped of their security clearances. And although typically they don't usually revoke people's law licenses without somebody getting locked up, I'm pretty sure some grand jury indictments are, because I'm not saying that Trumpito exacts vengeance on those who ever wronged him, like the Punisher. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that he has vowed that every single person who has attacked him or his legacy will perish beneath his feet as he becomes the judge, the jury, and the executioner, like the Punisher. I'm not I'm not saying that. I'm just saying statistically, those who effed around, even they eventually found out. And that's my show, YouTube. Make sure you tap that like and subscribe button. Until next time, peace.